Hello, everybody. Welcome to the podcast, Meet the Artist. We are recording those podcasts here in Nashville, and I have the honor to meet the most talented musician, singer, and songwriter in US. My name is Emma, and today I have a very special guest. He's freestyling, he's rapping through his heart, and he's collaborating with local artists in Nashville. He moved 5 years ago here, and his name is Luke Jenison.
My name is Luke Jenison, and this is where I guess there'd be like an audience applause break, so I'll just do one of these. It just seemed like that's where it would be, even though there's only 3 of us in this room right here, so.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I can put on the editing like some applause.
We'll keep it all natural. It's okay. We don't need to
keep
fill
it natural.
Yeah, we'll keep it natural.
How are you? Welcome. Thank you for coming.
I'm doing great. It's great to be here.
I'm so excited you're here. I'm so happy. So where are you from? Tell us a little bit.
I'm a Texas boy, so howdy, as we like to say. I'm from like the Dallas-Fort Worth area, so I'm in like City, Texas, which is why there's absolutely nothing Texan or Southern about me.
Nothing.
I just was raised in the city, really, and I bought my first pair of boots ever like 2 weeks ago. That's how like devoid of anything Texan I have.
Do you have a cowboy hat?
You know what? I don't have a cowboy hat. I can't really pull off hats.
Oh, wow,
so
okay.
I just go topless, so to speak.
Okay, that's cool. But you moved 5 years ago in Nashville. I know you also studied in Texas, finance.
Yeah, so I went to UT Austin for college, and I got a degree in finance from the Macomb School of Business. We mean business. That's not their catchphrase, but it sounded cool, I guess. And Austin, Texas is also a very like creative place, and they have a really good music scene. Before then, I was just like freestyling and rapping, more as like, I guess kind of a party trick, like at parties or like sporting events in high school. It was just kind of something I was known for socially. But really in college is when I met a lot of other producers, musicians, bands, where I started to kind of put together what my actual like sound and musical taste was personally. And so while like crunching numbers and doing formulas and financing things, I was also like playing shows and meeting people and kind of putting all that together. So that's kind of where a lot of kind of the real music work on my end began.
When you discover your talent, that you can freestyle and you can rap.
So I should just address, like, I don't look like a rapper whatsoever. I mean, I look like I could get you a good deal at like Joseph A. Banks. It's kind of more the vibe that I give off. But yeah, I do the rap thing here in town. And I started freestyling about when I was 15 in high school. Me and my friends we just like loved Lil Wayne growing up. During that time, it was like late middle school, early high school. During that time, he was just so prevalent and so dominating in like the hip hop scene and just kind of in music in general. And we just like obsessed over everything that he did. And I was like very old for my grade, so I got my driver's license before anybody else. And so I'm just driving around in my grandparents' hand-me-down Honda Pilot, just cruising, looking really cool, pulling up next to Lamborghinis and like looking better than the people in the Lamborghinis. And I didn't have like an actual aux cord, but I had like a cassette tape that had an aux cord on it you'd plug in, and then you could play your songs through there. And I just for fun, like one day started like rapping over like a Lil Wayne song, just like, I'll try my hand at this. And I was like, hey, not too shabby over here. And very quickly, I just got like exponentially better and better and better and better. And that just became something I was known for. I would freestyle with the varsity basketball team on the back of the bus that would take us to like the senior high school for sports stuff. And I would rap at parties and sporting events, and it was just something that I became kind of known for throughout the school. My hometown, Plano, Texas, shout out Plano, Texas, I guess. It's a big like high school sporting town. A lot of big senior high schools and really big graduating classes. So like hometown football is a big thing. And so after the big like rivalry game every year, people would pile into this one Whataburger. Everyone would go there. They have like a max occupancy of like 200. There's like 500 kids there. And the varsity basketball team had me do like a freestyle in the restaurant in front of like everybody. And cool. People are going nuts and like screaming my name and just like this minor celebrity thing's happening. I was like, oh, sheesh, like I'm getting addicted to this attention right now. So from then I'd like to try and actually make something of this that isn't just me doing this every once in a while, but take it a little more seriously and try my hand at actually making real music from it.
Right. I cannot understand this talent of people just freestyle and put all those words together in such a small time. I mean, I do write songs, but it takes me a while to find the correct and the right words and to put them together. And I spend maybe sometimes hours. And I really admire people that just freestyle right away. Do you think it's a natural talent? Do you think people can prove it?
I think it's a little bit of both, probably. Like when I first started at like 15, I was just like rhyming, super simple rhyming words together. I just very quickly, as I did it more, became really, really, really good at it. And so I actually would do like a lot of drills, more or less, where it's like, okay, for this song, or like I'm going to do a freestyle, I'm going to like stick with the same rhyme scheme the whole time. So like I'm going to challenge myself. I have to rhyme like with the same ending rhyme with every single word. Or this time I'm going to try and rap double time on the beat. So go very fast the whole time, or kind of just like little challenges there. And yeah, for me, like that skill got built up very quickly. I think you can, by doing stuff like that, definitely get better. But also I think there is, to some degree, some innate way of like the way that certain people can just like connect words together quickly.
Right.
And especially like in hip hop and rap, a big thing is like making references and punchlines and being able to like just grab those from the air. That's a little more difficult to train, I think, your brain to do. So I think you can, for sure. Like if you're looking for a new hobby, like you're done with like sewing or, racquetball or something, you could try your hand at freestyling. But I do think it is something where some people are just better at it than other people might have a harder time with that kind of quick improvisational thing.
I don't think I will ever be able to do it, but yeah, maybe some. But
No, you don't want to like bust some raps on the mic and see if you can make it happen.
I can try later.
Okay.
It's gonna be horrible. Maybe after we turn off the camera.
For sure. It could be like a bonus, like Marvel post-end credit scene type situation.
A bonus, rapping with a Greek accent.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss that. It's gonna be bad. But yeah, so you're moving to Nashville about 5 years ago. Did you move for music? Was it one of the reasons? Because I know you still work on finance in the morning and the night you're rapping. But
for sure, it was a bit of both. At the time in Dallas, I moved back to Dallas after college. I was just performing on the Dallas open mic scene there. They have like a decent like hip hop open mic scene there. But there, really all you're doing is you're going to like these little events, you're playing one song at a time, and you're like handing the DJ your USB drive with like your beat on it, and then you're quickly getting on stage, the DJ plays your song, you rap it, you get off. And I was doing that for a while. I got a job offer during the COVID-19 pandemic for here. I was either looking at the time to move into something more in the entertainment space, like in Texas or like in Dallas, or to move somewhere like Austin or Nashville was also like kind of on my list. Like, oh, I would take another like finance job if there's like a really good entertainment or music scene to the place where I'm going to go. And I just happened to get a job offer here. And then I just got the U-Haul and moved on down.
That's great. And when I've met you, we were on an open mic. I mean, it was at the Vinyl Lounge, and you came right after work. And I think you did perform there. It was like a full band. They do it every Monday.
Yeah, with the Blue House Band. Yeah.
So yes, that's where I've met you and I've heard you. And your last EP that you published was also with musicians that were in Nashville.
Yeah. So anytime I play with a band, I call the whole group Luke J and the Heartbreakers. That's what I've been transitioning for really a couple years now. When I first moved to Nashville, I was like actually getting booked on shows, but I was still like just pulling out my phone and plugging it in and like playing the backing tracks and like just doing the songs over that.
Like most of the rappers, I feel like that's like backing tracks.
Super common for sure. And I've always like really loved like a lot of the sound that I do now is very much more like Silk Sonic, like Bruno Mars, Anderson .Paak, but with like kind of a stronger hip hop lean to it. And that's always where I've wanted to take like my musical genre or career. And I think that's something I was very fortunate about moving to Nashville, is that every single musician here is just an absolute killer at what they do. And so meeting people that are like really great at the craft is like really, really easy here. And then it's just about, you know, I just had to go out to like a bunch of those events and kind of find the people that like liked my sound and liked me and jived with me. And so X amount of years later, now every time I perform, if it's not a full band, it's at least like a keyboard player and guitar player with me or something, you know, kind of along those lines. But I've done a very hard tilt into that kind of more like R&B soul lane with like kind of rap and hip hop like at the nucleus of it.
That's cool. I love the live performances, and I'm going back to your EP that I just said with the Heartbreakers. It is live. You recorded that live.
Yeah, that's all. Those are all like the actual takes on
the actual
on
takes, which is awesome.
No rehearsal, unfortunately. I was freaking about that. We didn't have time to do any rehearsal on those, and so we just had to basically like one shot it. We did like each song maybe like 2 or 3 times, and then we just whichever one was the best one is the one we rolled with, because we like filmed everything too. So on YouTube there's like the video of it, and that's the same audio that you're hearing like on Spotify and Apple Music and all that.
Yes. So you do have 5 songs into this EP. Is that correct?
4. I had 4 of them on there, yeah. Chase You to the Moon, Pidgeotto, Calling on My Lovelies, and Shoddy. Yeah, those are the 4.
Tell me a little bit of those.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the reason I did Heartbreak live is because anytime that I perform live now sounds very different than the actual like studio version of the song. And so like Shoddy, for example, that actual song like on Spotify, one, there's not really a lot of live instruments on it. It's all like programmed drums. The bass is really heavy. It's still kind of a little on that old school R&B feel a little bit, but it's a lot more like standard hip hop kind of rap track. But when doing it with a full band, it's a lot more in that R&B lane. It's a lot more soulful, even like a little jazzy in there. And so anytime I perform anything like that live, it's a whole different experience. And so I wanted to capture some of those like live versions.
Oh, shawty, what you doing with that body? We can take it real slow.
Muy rapidamente. See, I can teach you things like a sensei. You feel me?
Shawty, we can hop up out this party wherever you wanna go.
I know some places we can kick it. First, you gotta give me your digits and we can get it.
Wine and prosciutto. You know, my honey sugar like glucose. Baby, hold me close.
Hey, I don't mean to brag, but I'm nice as the big spoon. I could wrap you up in blankets and snuggies like they were cocoons. Girl, them booty shorts got me staring at you a long time. It was your mother's birthday, that was the wrong time. Red wine and lay you down like tanning salons. Passion fruit flavored mimosas and a couple croissants. Louis Vuitton, dressed in all black like Professor Snape. Front to back, she a 10, body looking figure 8. Your hips ain't got no business moving around that circular. We should take this conversation to the furniture. You got these other women insecure. Never been a flat earth theorist the way you walking with that curvature. At the party, I'm spitting game at you like Atari. I make your toes curl like the fries you get at Arby's. And make you laugh, go half and half on bubble baths. Girl, I know you into it like TurboTax. Shoddy,
what you doing with that body?
what you doing?
We can take it real slow.
Muy rapidamente. See, I can teach you things like a sensei. You feel me?
And so I chose those 4 songs specifically. One, because it showcased different members or collaborators in my band for like each different song. There's like different singers on each one, kind of different styles a little bit as well. And then on top of that, each of those songs is kind of like, they're all like in like the love song type realm. So kind of more of a cohesive project versus there's like other things I could have chosen that like just stray away from that. But I kind of wanted to keep it like a little coherent throughout the whole thing.
Right. And then you also have the song Heartbreak with this band recorded, and you have the full video clip on the YouTube.
Yeah, Heartbreaker, like the titular song, basically. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So tell me a little bit about this song. It's also a collaboration that...
that was like the first single for like when I launched the band Luke J and the Heartbreakers. That was the first song that we ever put out. Really, a lot of the songs I do with the Heartbreakers, because I really like to be in that like R&B soul bag, and I'm by no means like an R&B soul singer or really singer of any type at all, quite frankly. I always bring other collaborators in to sing a lot of the stuff that I write. So like in that song, for example, this great, amazing vocalist, Jake Whipple, he's the guy that sings the bulk of the song. I wrote it. I kind of coached through like how I want it to be sung. Then he crushes it. And then we have like a little fun track together, all of us. But yeah, that was kind of the launching point of like the whole band. And it kind of has that like kind of funk aspect to it. Very like, if anyone listens to Silk Sonic at all, that's very much in the bag that it's in. And so I think that's a pretty good representation of a lot of the stuff that I'm making nowadays.
Come on, sugar, sugar, got every man here weak in the knees. And you ain't leaving the crib for nothing less than dinner and a couple of courtside seats. One step, come on, a two-step, come on, a three-step, come on, a four-step, come on. Baby girl, what you doing to me? Yeah, don't go breaking my heart. Don't you do that to me. Don't go breaking my heart. Don't you do it. Oh no, don't go breaking my heart. Don't you do that to me. Don't go breaking my heart. Why'd you do it? Oh no, don't do that to me, baby. Hey, why'd you do it? Why'd you do it? Give me something now.
Yeah, dig dopity, yeah, look at it closely. Baby girl, 10 out of 10, I'm thinking helpfully I can take her home with me then, put on some Jodeci. Pillsbury, dope boy, the way she roll with me. The way them hips move got me discombobulated. Captivated, flabbergasted, overactivated. She walked in and even the bouncer salivated. Cold shoulder to all the players' refrigeration. And now we at the bar, coincidental arrangement. Hit her up, what shaking? We should get well acquainted. She a breath taker, certified heartbreaker, mess maker. Even talking to her a bit dangerous. She not the type to split checks like mitosis and wanna be caught dead inside of a Ford Focus. End of the night, she curved a homie like scoliosis. What a heartbreaker, tell me how could I not notice?
Don't go breaking my heart. Don't you do that to me. Don't go breaking my heart. Don't you do it. Oh no, don't go breaking my heart. Don't you do that to me. Don't go breaking my heart. Why'd you do it? Hey.
And also when you perform live in Nashville, you do perform with live instruments. You don't have a backing track, and that's not usually what I see.
Yeah.
So I really like the fact that you're doing it, and musically I have to see a live band. How did this idea came up?
I'd always wanted to transition over to doing that. And when I moved to Nashville, I actually saw a few other hip-hop artists that would do that sometimes as well, where they would have their own bands that they would sometimes play with. And so I always really wanted to end up transitioning over there. Someone who I play with, his name's Jonathan Wynn. He's an amazing R&B singer and piano player. I met him producing a lot of the stuff on my first album. And there was a writer's round I got booked on that it was like an urban writer's round is what they called it. And it's like no country. It's like only hip hop, R&B, pop, soul, only that stuff. But a requirement was, hey, you have to have accompaniment. You can't plug your phone in. You can't play your beats. And so I'd been like, I want to do this, but like, I don't know, it's going to be hard. And this kind of like forced my hand to like, okay, I'm going to like have to do this because I said yes to this thing. And so that was like the first step towards that. And then as soon as he and I started doing that, we just clicked really, really well. And since then, almost every show that I play, he's my piano accompaniment guy. And we kind of just never looked back from there. So I haven't played with like backing tracks in a very, very, very long time, probably like 2-3 years now. But yeah, I love the full band vibe, and that kind of fits like this like suit aesthetic that I do as well. If I'm just like plugging in and playing some trap beat on my phone and like I have this on, it's a bit jarring, I think. But with like the whole band or even just a couple accompaniment players, it just fits into that like kind of swanky aspect that we're going for.
I'll chase you to the moon. Those summer afternoons, just thousands of miles away, 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 away.
City of stars, watching your buildings and lights from afar, I fall apart. Crashing right into your nebula, you beautiful, perfect, etc. Giving Andromeda a real competitor. How did it start? Pluto, cause I didn't plan it to love you this hard. You pull me in, feel gravity. Supernova when you grabbing me. Your lips have me traveling galaxies. Eclipsing your light is a fallacy. Wash over me with your meteor showers. Copernicus up in the tower. No wonder he thought the universe moved around you and your power. You make all the constellations look like God's consolations. Galileo, I'm stargazing, taking me on space explorations. Out in your space and I'm looking for air. It doesn't matter the when and the where. Just promise me that I will see you there.
Also, I want to talk about your collaborations here in Nashville. You have done many collaborations since you moved here. One person you're collaborating often is Chaz, right?
Yeah, Chaz Mazzotta.
Right. You did publish a song 5 months ago
Yeah.
called Champagne.
Champagne, yeah, definitely.
It has a great video clip
Yeah, thank you.
in the party bus in downtown.
We filled up that party bus. Yeah.
Yes.
Chaz is great. Chaz is like just a really great friend of mine at this point. I mean, we just met at like writers' rounds, basically.
Right.
And then like we hit it off. And I had a song that I'd written that I needed someone to like sing on. And I was like, I think this guy I've met a couple times would be good. That's a song called Time to Kill. It's kind of more like almost like singer-songwriter-y type cut, actually. But since making that, like we've just been like really good friends ever since.
That has also a video clip too.
Yeah, that one does too. Anytime I do a music video, like I direct and produce it as well. And so like I had him like as an FBI agent basically in the whole thing.
And you were the one who killed.
And I was, yeah, it's like a whole murder investigation thing.
Exactly.
And I'm like the villain. It's a whole story. If you're a fan of like CSI, you're going to love it.
Taking sick days just so I can lay with you in bed all day, holding you in good hands all state. You give me butterflies like stomach aches. I guess when I called sick into work, I wasn't lying. I guess when you fell from the heavens, you wasn't flying. I guess you the result of my wishes on dandelions. Makes sense cause you blow me away without even trying. The scent from your hair and your neck is hypnotizing. Yeah,
he's super great, and now we'll just sometimes get together and like maybe cook up a song together. Champagne specifically, I'd written that song kind of with him in mind for it. I've said this a little bit before. I am an atrocious singer. I can like pull off some stuff if I'm in a very specific register or key, but really for me, like it's like the rap bag is what I have to be in. And so that's why I do a lot of collaborations, because I love so many different types and genres of music and bringing in other singers on things. But if I write something that like is out of my vocal range or wheelhouse, like I definitely have to go grab other people. But for Champagne, yeah, we wanted to do a music video on a party bus. And so we hit up like every musician, influencer, person that's kind of in our group, like kind of, and just packed the bus. And I never been on a party bus here before. I used to live right downtown in the Gulch, and from my apartment, I would see like the party buses drive by and everyone's hooping and hollering. And even like at 8 a.m. they're doing it because they're committed. They're committed at 8 a.m. to some good deals, I guess. And I was never anti-party bus, but I was like, could it really be like that fun on the party bus? Like, is it really that much of a good time? The second I stepped on that thing, I became party bus boy. I was screaming. We were yelling out the window. You become like a party bus person immediately. It just takes over you. So that was a ton of fun. And he and I are actually, I don't know if this will be out at the time or not, but he and I are working on and releasing like a full band version, kind of a more like R&B version of that song
cool.
as well. Yeah.
Well, I could tell from the video clip that you were having fun, and knowing this crowd, because I think I know almost everybody that was in this party bus. They're all like a fun company. So
Yeah, for sure.
I knew you're all having fun, and I was like, I should have been there. I missed it.
Shawty, you my champagne, flyer than an airplane, play you like a mixtape. Let me take a sip, baby, let me take a sip. Bottles are bubbly, you and I are the company. The wine is from Tuscany, the sommelier loving me. Room at the Doubletree, you just gotta catch this flight. So fly. You
scrumptious and touch me. I'm advanced with the cuddling. Now one for the subtlety. Come and hop in the tub with me. It's warm and it's comforting. Baby, come and catch the vibe. Mango habanero, you the spiciest. That dress is crazy. Your daddy alright with this? You need more than Heineken, so I'ma pop this bottle. We can go all night with this.
Shawty, you my champagne, so crisp, flyer than an airplane, round trip, play you like a mixtape, all hits. Let me take a sip, baby, let me take a sip.
And also, you had another song a year ago, "Blame It on the Alcohol."
Oh yeah, we did
Yes.
a Jamie Foxx cover. It's like cover / remix, I guess. Like the hook, the chorus, the "Blame It" part is a Jamie Foxx pop smasher back in the day with him and T-Pain. And then I wrote original verses to it. And then Chaz does like the hook. It's this weird amalgamation of like, it's kind of a cover of a Jamie Foxx song. It's also like a mashup because we kind of bring in some things from like Buy You a Drink by T-Pain as well. So we're kind of like covering a few different things. But then like the hip hop part is like totally original. And then like the production behind it's original too. So it's like this interesting kind of remix, kind of cover type thing that we did. Because of course like Chaz has done like a lot of covers. And as like a hip hop artist, I've done like a lot of, once again, rapping over other people's songs or other people's beats, kind of putting my own spin on things. And so we just kind of combined that for kind of our own collaboration cover situation.
Blame it on the goose, got you feeling loose. Blame it on the troll, got you in the zone. Blame it on the alcohol, blame it on the alcohol. Blame it on the vodka, blame it on the Henny. Blame it on the blue tap, got you feeling dizzy. Blame it on the alcohol, blame it on the alcohol, yeah.
Okay, this girl a party animal. She's had a hard week, so I guess it's understandable. But she been going crazy, even more so than Hannibal. The way she drinking vodka, you think it was at Danimals. Fly off of the Grey Goose like concourse. Shots hitting like Lexington and Concord. Did the Cupid shuffle, ended up on all fours. Now tell me, what are you FaceTiming your mom for? Don't call that ride, girl, you'll decrease your Uber rating. Where your friends at? You told me that they'd be here waiting. I'd rather be with conscious women celebrating. Instead I'm here babysitting and worried about her regurgitating. Trust me honey, I wouldn't upload none of those pics. Let's get some water and Pedialyte up in the mix. All you've had to eat today are chicken tenders and some.
And you had a part that you were waking up in the morning and the house was messy, and you were talking about the song "Blame It on the Alcohol."
Yeah.
But I've noticed to a lot of songs and video clips and some videos you're making advertising your live shows, you have a little bit of theatrical side. So
Sure.
you're trying to connect with your audience in a different way, like making jokes or...
For sure. I'm an expressive guy. What can I
Yes.
say? I love to perform. In high school, my bread and butter was speech and debate. And I don't know how many people know, but like there's like the debate side, which I did not do. And then the speech side is like competitive acting, basically, is what it is. And that's what I did for so many years in high school. And so any chance I've had since then to kind of perform in that aspect at all, I like jump at any chance to do that. And like I dabbled in like stand-up comedy for a little bit when I was in school in Austin. And so what's so great about music and like performing specifically is you get to really meld like all those things together. And so like at any show that I do, I don't just want to like just play my songs and get off. I want to make it like a whole experience every single time.
Right.
And I think for me too, like when I walk on stage like in the suit and I look like I'm fresh out of a fraternity party and like I'm gonna rap for you, like I think people can sour on that really quickly. And so a big thing for me is like, okay, I want to like earn trust with the audience before I even like say one lyric, before we play one note. I want the audience to be on my side before like any music even starts. And so I think that's a really big part of it too, is making sure people know who I am, understand me, and make sure like the whole room is connected on what's happening throughout the whole show, but at the very start of it too, kind of like putting the thesis out there more or less of what's about to happen. So yeah, the kind of the show and presentational aspect of all of that is really, really important to me. And I like to make it where like every show that I do is like a little bit different. So even if you come to like 2 of my shows and I do like the same exact set list, like the little stories or jokes or quips in between, I basically change every single time so that every show like is a little unique and you get like a bit of a different experience every time.
Yeah, I really like that you're doing jokes and you're also giving that experience. And also, I wanted to ask you, because if somebody look up your name, next to your name, it says your mother's favorite rapper.
Your mother's favorite rapper.
Tell me a little bit about this. Why you are my mother's favorite rapper and she doesn't know it yet, but you're going to be my mother's favorite rapper now.
Great. Ma'am, I cannot wait for you to join.
By the way.
For you to join the cause, all the way in Greece. Let's get it. So when I first started rapping in high school, my original rap name was Traverse, is what I went by, because I thought that sounded cool, like the word verse is in it. And that was about all the thought that went into that. And I was trying to mimic a lot of other artists, and I was cursing very heavily back then, which I do not do at all now. I'm a clean act now, but I was cursing a lot. I was talking about like, I can take your girl and I have all these witches, but like I wasn't saying witches, if you know what I mean. Like the W was swapped for like another letter. And my parents were hearing this, and my parents have always been super supportive. Shout out mom and dad. But they were like, why does our son who's in like AP calculus doing? Like, this isn't like how he actually talks or acts. And also like, at the time I was like 5'2" and I looked like Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone. Like, that's kind of what I looked like in high school. And he's talking about getting all these girls. He doesn't even get girls. Like, he's just lying. Like, it's not even true. And so it was just like, there was so much like kind of fronting going on and a lot of inauthenticity at the time. And that was like always this like contention point about me doing that me and my parents had. When I went to college, I like dropped that name and I started making things under just my name, Luke Jenison. You know, I kind of realized like the things that I'm making do not like represent me. And I want to make sure like anything that I put out is like as close and as authentic to like me as an actual person as possible. And so I'm not going to curse on anything anymore. And I'm going to like not try and copy anybody else. Like, I just want to be like as authentic as possible. And so I started making stuff that way. And that just felt like much, much, much better. And it started connecting with the people who were like watching me and listening to me. And very shortly after that, as I kind of put out some of my first stuff, I came up with the Your Mother's Favorite Rapper like tagline, basically, because of like the clean show that I put on. More of a reference to like, now my mom and my grandma can actually listen to like what I do without them cringing. I used to like post myself on Facebook, and then on Facebook you can like hide certain people from seeing your stuff. Like, these people can't see it. And I was like uploading songs and like making sure my mom and grandmother couldn't see it. And I was just sitting there like, I cannot be proud of this if I don't want my grandma to hear it. I want like the people that mean the most to me to like, be able to listen to the stuff that I do without like worrying. And so that was a big reason for that transition. And that's kind of where the Your Mother's Favorite Rapper name came from. Wow. And I think it just kind of fits the overall vibe too, for sure. Right. Just kind of how I present.
Right. So when did you stop cursing on your lives and your songs?
It was like really early freshman year of college. I was just releasing stuff on SoundCloud back in the day when like, you know, all the SoundCloud artists were a big thing. And so that's when I was like doing a lot of explicit stuff. And so, yeah, I cut that off very early freshman year of college and then embarked on a whole new journey, which has been very beneficial for me there. And I feel much better about it. It's definitely like put me in more of like a niche spot and is very specific to me. So that was a really good decision because it's like actually me in the music versus beforehand it just wasn't back then. But that's what growing up is all about. It's about finding yourself, you know, discovering things, realizing your parents are right, and having to be like, sorry mom, I was 15 and I said it's not a phase, and it was. So you were right the whole time, as mothers tend to be.
You need to go through that phase.
For sure.
You need to do things as you want to do at that time, because if you will never do it, then you will regret it for life, you know?
For sure. Looking back, I'm extremely embarrassed about everything. But, you know, good to have that emotion in there so I'd never go back to it, I guess. It's a good deterrent to not go back there.
I think everything we're doing, it leads us to who we are now
Sure.
and realizing things. So your EP 2018 was named Your Mother's Favorite Rapper.
Mm-hmm.
And you have 5 songs.
Yep.
So I believe that was the time you started singing.
Yeah, that was like the first, because I'd put some other stuff out that like isn't really out online anymore when I was just going by Luke Jenison. And then like that project is when I like adopted like the Your Mother's Favorite Rapper kind of like brand. And that was like my first like real project where I was like, oh, this like actually sounds like me. Proud of like all the songs on this. And it just like fit under like the new direction I was taking everything in.
Right.
So that's college Luke right there on those songs.
College.
Unlike women, I like my mimosas bottomless. So much class that I walk around with a scholarship. Oh, you the best of these rappers? Call me Juno's pregnancy test, yes, I'm positive. Confidence, I deserve acknowledgement. Go and take your shots, it's not Alcoholics Anonymous. Prominence, nicest of the populace. I'm just dropping facts, you can't even write a hypothesis. If you riding with me, then you in the fast lane. This ain't a secret, homie, no, this ain't the Bat Cave. And if I set you straight like I brought a back brace, you won't get no payback, homie, this isn't tax day. I whip the car with any color paint. It's all the same, New York City to Southern Plains. Check the name, check the name. All my fans 40 and up, yup, it's Mother's Day.
And then we have 2022, 16 songs. Lucky Me.
Oh, Lucky Me. That was the final project I put out in college.
Oh, okay.
It was at the very end of my senior year. And that was like the final mixtape that I did in college. That was like kind of dabbled a little bit with this on the Your Mother's Favorite Rapper EP. But that was when I started getting into, you know what, let me try and get like, this song is going to be all live instruments, for example. Or let me like get real guitar on this or like a saxophone on this. That's kind of when I started playing with not just producing and like rapping over beats necessarily. And so that mixtape was kind of dipping the toes into kind of expanding like musically and artistically.
Okay, but you had 16 songs. Which
Yeah,
is,
much longer. Yeah, for
it's
sure.
a lot.
It is a lot. Yeah.
No, that's good. That it was good because you had a lot of songs, but I'm trying to say that your creativity was so big that you were able to record and publish 16 songs at the same time.
Yeah, for sure. No, I mean, that was probably like a year of work getting all that together. And like, it's still this way now when like you're not really like a full-time artist, but like in school, like you're trying to work with, like I'm working with a bunch of different producers and musicians, but they're also all students too. And so trying to get on everyone's schedules to like finish things or work on songs, like it takes a really long time to coordinate everything. And so, yeah, that's like a years long journey of like trying to piece the whole thing together, which is honestly still like a challenge to this day on working on stuff. Is like everyone's so busy, even full-time musicians here, even if they want to work with you, they have all their different gigs and their other bands, and like just kind of getting on everybody's calendars to get something in or work on something, just get like a saxophone solo for someone. Yeah, just like the logistics behind it just suck, honestly. But that's like the longest, hardest part of everything is just like finding time to meet with people. But yeah, that definitely has not changed since college. But yeah, that's why that was definitely like a longer process to make that happen.
I believe that's everybody's problem.
Yeah.
How we're going to find time to meet, not only in music, in general.
Yeah, just in general, for sure.
Even like meeting with a friend for dinner.
For like a 30-minute chit-chat, catch-up session, yeah.
Yeah, it is hard to find time, and I totally understand what you mean. But yeah, the next EP that you're doing after that was after you moved to Nashville, named Lucas.
Yeah, I love that album a lot. Like you said, that's like the first big thing that I made here with like the people that I met here. There's a lot of songs in there that really went into like, okay, let me get full band on this. Let me like have all these instruments on this. Let me bring all these singers in on this. Like every project for me is like trying to like up the ante and introduce new and bigger stuff. And kind of just moved to Nashville and I was working on things. And you're just in that phase of life where you're like trying to figure out like who you are kind of. Mm-hmm. And as we all go through, and you know, my name is Luke. For some reason, like just different people will call me Lucas. For just like women like to call me Lucas a lot for whatever reason, even if they don't. Like a lot of my girlfriends like to call me Lucas, even though they know that's not my name.
Yeah.
Lucas was my name in Spanish class in high school as well. So there's another connection there. And then I also like go by Your Mother's Favorite Rapper. And so it was kind of like a representation of like, I have all these like other names, and it kind of feeds into that idea of figuring out who you are and like being okay with who you are and where you are at in your phase of life. It's kind of like the idea behind that whole project there.
I'm still trying to figure out who I am too. Don't worry.
Let's go.
I think
Look
it
at us
goes
figuring
forever.
things out. Yeah.
I think you wake up one day and you say, I know who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And then comes later another day and you say, I didn't know who I am. Now I know
I was
who
wrong.
I am. I was wrong.
Yeah. Because I used to be a 5'2" prepubescent boy talking about all the women that he got in high school, lying about that. Now that is the opposite of the person I am. So yeah, you definitely change and evolve for sure.
Right. So talking about women and girlfriends, you did a video clip called Girlfriend.
So I have two songs. One is called Girlfriend. One is called Boyfriend.
Boyfriend, yes.
I don't know what they're like, brother-sister songs.
Right.
Which one are you referring to?
The Girlfriend I was talking about, we can talk for both.
Sure. So yeah, Girlfriend is on my album Lucas. That came after Boyfriend. Yeah, I don't know why, but very frequently I seem prone to attracting women that are in relationships, whether they have boyfriends or fiancés and or have been married, and then they like to leave that detail out
Okay,
until
that's
like
interesting.
I find out on my own. And so there's been a few cases of like a girl who like asked me out on a date before, and then we went out together, and then like a few months later she's posting on IG about getting engaged to her boyfriend of 4 years. And I was like, that's some information you probably should have provided me before we went on a date together. And so that just like seems to happen frequently to me, unfortunately. And
wow.
But at the same time, even though like that stuff's very terrible, and you know there's a lot of betrayal behind that and a lot of like trust issues behind that, and obviously like no, like I don't condone adultery by any stretch of the imagination, but also is a huge ego boost at the same time. Like you're willing to risk it all just for your boy. I mean, come on, like just a big makes you feel good that they would even think about doing that for you. But still don't condone anything like that. But yeah, that's kind of the idea where that song came from.
The boyfriend song or the girlfriend song?
That's what Girlfriend is about.
I think your girlfriend like me. It doesn't help that you treat her as a side piece. She talking to me and I wouldn't take it lightly. Oh, that's your girlfriend? Alright. I show up to La Fiesta, button-down shirt, I look a little too dressed up. Meet a pretty girl named Vanessa and a boring old man with a beer in his hand she's standing next to. She got a good job and good smile. Her boyfriend hasn't spoken in a while. Don't know if it's my shirt or my general demeanor, but I think this dude's girlfriend wants me in between her. She keeps grabbing at my hands like we playing patty cake. Tells her man he can go home if you think it's getting late. This always happens and I never know what to say. Devil in that Prada trying to be my Anne Hathaway. But don't worry, I'm ethical, cause taking your girl isn't hypothetical. So don't worry, I won't make her bust it open. I'll be going home alone like Macaulay Culkin, you know it. I think your girlfriend like me. It doesn't help that you treat her as a side piece. She talking to me and I wouldn't take it lightly. Oh, that's your girlfriend? Nah, that's my wifey. Go girlfriend, go girlfriend, go. Go girlfriend, go girlfriend, go. Go.
It's a similar idea, but it's just from a different perspective. So Girlfriend is more of like a band rap, like kind of almost like bragging about that aspect. That's like the ego side of it. Oh. Boyfriend is more like the heartbreak side of like, oh, like you meet someone and you have this really great connection with them, and it seems like this really great thing can happen because of it, and then you find out like, oh, actually she has a boyfriend, and it's like heartbreak when that happens. And so it's kind of two different perspectives on the same idea.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, so it's the same story, it's just the different perspective.
Yeah.
Boyfriend, girl, how could you make my world end? First time I saw you was a whirlwind. Now our relationship is pretend. Oh, you say you got a boyfriend. Girl, how could you make my world end? First time I saw you was a whirlwind. Now our relationship is pretend. Oh.
I bet your boyfriend has a dad bod. I bet he doesn't get along with your mom. I bet he only takes you out with Groupons. I know he don't make you songs for Christmas. I bet he gets you gift cards or new bras. I bet he leaves you in red. You ain't no blood gang, so why he treating you that way? I could take you on vacay, fly you out to Norway, rooftop and eat sorbet. And numbers don't lie, so I'm nice with the foreplay. I bet when you ask him to take some pictures, he gets whiny and bitter, think he needs him a babysitter. Bet he never cooks you dinner or asks you about your sister, or his extra blankets at his place for you during the winter. No. But honestly, this guy seems like a lot of fun. You probably found the one, and you gon' make 2 little ones, while I'll be in 3's company forever and ever. Lucky me.
Oh, you say you got a boyfriend. Girl, how could you make my world end? First time I saw you was a whirlwind. Now our relationship is pretend. Oh, you say you got a boyfriend. Girl, how could you make my world end? First time I saw you was a whirlwind. Now our relationship is pretend. Oh.
What about the girls at Kroger?
Girls at Kroger. I love Girls at Kroger.
By the way, Kroger,
Yeah.
for people that are not in US, it's a
It's a grocery store.
It's a grocery store.
It's just it's a very run-of-the-mill chain grocery store. But after college, I just always lived super close to Kroger. I had like a Kroger rewards card. Got to get those good deals at Kroger. Yeah, the idea of that song came about because I would go to the grocery store. It's just Kroger, you know, it's no like fancy place or anything. And I'm at Kroger, so in like the deli aisle, and I'm looking around, and every time I went to Kroger, I would just see like the most gorgeous women in the entire world shopping at Kroger. I'm like, how is this like where all like these beautiful people are coming all the time? And I realized like, oh, everybody needs groceries. Like everybody needs to go to the grocery store. And so just in real life, like, you know, the people in like the upper echelon of society, like they might have like their kind of more exclusive like clubs or places they socialize at. But like you got to roll through Kroger sometimes and like pick up some paper towels or maybe some yogurt, Go-Gurt perhaps if you're on the move. And so that's where that kind of idea came from. It's like everybody needs groceries, or as a song says, even baddies need groceries.
Right.
That's off of the Luke Jenison the Heartbreakers EP. And so we really leaned in heavy to kind of like that almost like baby making music, like really sensual R&B, with like just a really great steady drum groove there. Yeah, that's definitely a personal favorite song of
Tell me,
mine.
have you flirted in at Kroger's?
I have not built up the courage to cold walk up to a woman at Kroger while she's shopping. I mean, like people are shopping. Like they're not there for me to like, you know, interrupt. They're trying to figure out like, do they want the family size Oreos or like double stuffed? Like, I don't know. I'm not trying to like get in the way of, they're trying to check off like their list.
That's true.
I don't like really have any like food or grocery based pickup lines either.
In Germany, most of the people are meeting at the grocery store.
Really?
Yes.
They're just making it happen out there, huh?
So in advice, you can go to the grocery store.
Maybe I just post up at Kroger and just see if I can make it happen out there.
Yes, and
Not a bad idea.
Kroger has to sponsor you now.
Yeah, I have surprisingly a lot of songs that are just giving free publicity to brands all the time.
Like the Chili's.
I have a song that is a huge endorsement of Chili's Bar and Grill. Still have not received any compensation from them, but
Yes,
you know,
Chili's, come
waiting
on.
on that. Yeah.
Come on. Mm-hmm. What is about this?
Chili's Bar and Grill. I just love Chili's Bar and Grill.
You love Chili's?
I just like grew up going there a lot, and so I wanted to make a song about Chili's Bar and Grill. That song was also on the Lucas album. And as I was thinking of like song ideas, a lot of rappers might make a song about like opulence is like a really big theme, like in a lot of hip hop songs, which is cool. Like I love songs about like fast cars and money too. I'm playing them in my Toyota Camry. But, you know, they might brag about like, oh, I'm going to Nobu for sushi. You hear that. Rappers love to go to Nobu for sushi. I don't know why. I guess it's just really good sushi. But they talk about like these really good restaurants and really expensive places they go. And I'm like, well, I don't really go to those places. But where's like a place that I do frequent and I do like to go, and like let me make a song about that, because I'm like once again trying to be like as authentic to like me and my life and the stuff I'm making as possible. So it's like, oh, I'm just gonna like hype up Chili's a bunch because I just love Chili's Bar and Grill. And so then I made like a Latin hip hop celebratory song about Chili's Bar and Grill. And I'd say that's probably like a fan favorite for sure.
I love that.
People, I've had shows where like I haven't been planning on playing it, and then the audience, like the last song, they'll be like, "Where's Chili's?" I'm like, I guess we're changing to, I haven't rehearsed this, but here we go. So I've had to like switch to doing that a bunch. But the tragic thing about that song is when I made it, Chili's was doing this combo called the 2 for $25 combo. You get 2 entrees for $25. Really great deal. It emphasized sharing, and sharing is really, you know, it's a really noble thing to do. They teach you sharing is caring, like in kindergarten, and I've always lived my life that way as well. But as soon as like I made the song and put it out, like a month later, they canceled the 2 for $25 combo. And so like a huge basis of the song like doesn't even exist anymore today. So now whenever I perform it live, I do the 3 for me version, because for a while now they're like big combos, like the 3 for me. So you get like a drink, an appetizer, and an entree for $10 or something.
Oh, no more sharing? What's
No,
this?
it's very. Is it a better deal? Of course. Is it morally worse? Yeah. Like it de-emphasizes sharing for sure. So it like really, it costs the soul, but it costs you less monetarily. So it's kind of a trade-off that way.
You can catch me at a Chili's. Waiter super friendly. I'm about to drop a milli, but I don't even have to. Got the 3 for me. Anytime I'm hungry, got the menu going dummy. Hey, you can catch me at a Chili's. Waiter super friendly. I'm about to drop a milli, but I don't even have to. Got the 3 for me. Anytime I'm hungry, got the menu going. I got the menu going. Let's get it. I start with chips and salsa, that's a holy matrimony. Then add the skillet queso, got the table clapping for me. Muy caliente y excelente, el mejor gringo para siempre, el presidente. Margaritas need a re-up, and also I need me a señorita muy bonita. Quiero bailar con ella y todas sus amigas, cause I keep it steamy like anytime they bring out fajitas. The menu 20 pages, but I'm trying to hear the specials. I'm hitting all 3 courses, how you trying to skip a level? Like is you mental? Passing on some blossom petals. Yo, this is Chili's, it got the family-friendly credentials. The waitress always sweeter than the honey chicken crispers. I hit that 30%, I'm just a super tipper. Order my strawberry lemonade by the pitcher. Just give me a sec, I gotta snap a picture. You can catch me at a Chili's. Waiter super friendly, I'm about to drop a milli. I don't even have to. Got the 3 for me. Anytime I'm hungry, got the menu going. I got the menu going.
What about the Wrong Way video? You have another video.
Oh, Wrong Way. Wow,
Yes.
what a deep cut.
Yes.
Yeah, that was like the summer right before I moved to Nashville, actually. And I wanted to like make 5 singles that were not connected to any projects. They were just like these 5 one-off songs. And I wanted to like make them, and I wanted to make like these big music videos behind them.
I've been in the bank, I know what it ain't. You don't even rank, you tell us your name and we draw on a blank. I've been here before, I'm ready for war. The chivalrous boys, you wink at me as I hold open the door. I'm back in my business and chopping it up like a surgeon. I'm like a sermon, you better pray that you never have to go against me in person. Swerving, wrong way. Better get up out the road. No debate. You can never crack the code.
Because I like dabbled in making music videos before, but I really wanted to like throw on the director-producer cap and really put together like a much bigger music video production behind all of these. And so Wrong Way is one of those. It's very like Mr. Rogers, like Leave It to Beaver kind of themed a little bit. And yeah, that was just part of this batch of songs that I was really like trying my music video director hat on a lot, which that's like a thing that I love to do as well in the city. When I first moved here, I was doing that for like country artists actually. I was directing and producing music videos for them when I moved here. And so that song and like kind of the crop of songs that came with it was my first like attempt at like doing bigger productions and kind of flexing that muscle more.
Are you still doing it for artists? Or
I haven't directed a music video for another artist in a while, but like any music video that I do for me, I direct and produce and do all the editing behind. So like I do it a lot for me. I guess I'm just really selfish now, but no, I haven't done one for another artist in a long time. But yeah, when I first moved here, I was doing it for country artists, a few other hip hop artists as well. It's something I really love to do. But, you know, you get really busy with your own artist life, and, you know, it's hard to like squeeze in doing other people's stuff. Also, I don't like advertise that as much anymore. But really anyone that I meet that also does music, I make sure to like let them know that like, hey, I also do this, by the way, if you're interested. And actually Chaz Mazzotta, because he's like super big videographer around town as well, we'll like partner up on stuff as well to put some shoots together for people too sometimes. So
That's
he's someone
awesome.
that I'll do stuff with as well.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
When you say you produce your own things, you mean you are working, you're having like a home studio and you're working on it, or you're working
Yeah.
with other producers and tell them what to do?
I can't tap a beat pad to save my life. And like by home studio, my home studio is just like my microphone and my closet. That's about like as my
Yeah.
laptop is on my dresser and like my shirts are like the soundproofing.
Well, Billie
so
Eilish used her closet, and I look
yeah,
where she is now.
Exactly. They're you know they have multi-purpose and but yeah, so I don't really have like a big home studio. I'm always working with like another producer, or like if I'm making something with my band, I'm always working with like another artist or producer. But very rarely now will I just like have someone like make a beat for me and then like I'll rap over the beat. Oftentimes, like why I'd like to say like I'm at least very involved in the production of the music, or like I produce it myself, is the song doesn't even start to get made until like I kind of arrange the whole thing. Here's the instruments that need to be on it. Here's the tempo. Here's like the key that it needs to be in. And then I'll sit down with a producer, kind of show them everything. They might like, I like shotgun produce more or less while they're like kind of putting some stuff together on Logic or Ableton or whatever they use. I'm like approving, saying, yeah, use this drum loop, use this snare, not that bass. I think we should like drop everything out here. It's very much like almost like kind of being a director more than like actually like doing all the inputs, because that's just like it's never been my wheelhouse. Like I can't like play instruments or once again like tap a drum pad or anything, but I kind of know like what everything needs to sound like. It's kind of like working in tandem with someone whenever I like produce something.
That's cool. I'm really excited about the projects that are coming, and you already have done. Do you have any projects that are coming and you want to talk about, any live shows?
Sure, why not? Why not? We can chit chat a little bit about the future.
Yes, tell us about the future.
Yeah. So, I mean, as far as shows, I always have just certain shows popping up. I just usually advertise them like on social media. So I got like a handful of them in July. I'm sure some things will pop up in August and the later parts of the year. As far as like future music coming out, I'm actually like back working with the Heartbreakers on like more of an album, more full project than just like the 4-track EP that we put out. And so that's like the next big thing. So lots of suits, lots of swank coming your way. And then in between that, I just have some more one-off singles, kind of a little more traditional hip hop that I'll be like sprinkling in throughout the end of the year as well.
You taste like cinnamon, your hands over my skin. Broke my heart once before, and now you back again. But when that spice hits my tongue, you take me back to square one. I can't let you in, but God, I wanna let you in.
Yeah, you my main squeeze, but you treat me miscellaneous. Overly familiar, but keep us as acquaintances. You're in a circle, I've been looking for the radius. And my girl, that should be your next alias. Thought we could go the distance, this ain't a marathon. But you keep burning back to me and then put us on pause. And when you leave, I'm lonely as Akon. Got me drinking, bottoms up, Trey Songz. Quiero nadar en la piscina entre las piernas. Podría darte la tierra entera. Mi alma gemela, necesito que me quieras. Pero siempre me cortas como tijeras. Sorry for the Spanish, I'm just at a loss of words. Anytime I think of her, cinnamon stick back in my mug, you like to keep it stirred. When I take a sip it burns. Why you always let the magic pass? You ain't Larry Bird.
You burn me when you're close, I breathe you in and show. You got me chasing ghosts and I like it. You taste like cinnamon, your hands over my skin. Broke my heart once before and now you back again.
That's amazing. I'm so excited.
Yeah, lots of little things going on.
A lot of little things.
A lot of little things
Lot of
going
little
on.
things. Do you have any song from the past that you want to talk about and we didn't talk?
Any song from
I'm
the
trying to remember
past?
all of your songs and the videos, and I try to remember them all. Is there anything that any song
from
that I didn't talked about and it's in your heart.
You know what? Yes. In 8th grade symphonic band, I played the French horn. And at the end of the year, we would all, like the last day of school in band class, we would play Rock Band on the PlayStation ? And I would be the singer and I would just crush Misery Business by Paramore like you couldn't believe. Haley Williams would be in shambles hearing me do this thing. And so that's a performance I've always been very proud of. My 8th grade Paramore Misery Business cover with my 8th grade symphonic band colleagues.
Wow. Do you have it on YouTube?
You know what? It's nowhere. It's just in the hearts and minds of everyone that was in the room that day. That's it. But it's probably my best performance, and I don't think I'll ever top it, quite frankly.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have any favorite performance or live venue you did in Nashville?
Last year I did like a very big Luke J and the Heartbreakers show at the Cobra in East, and that was like the first time that we got to get up and we played for like an hour. So I like got to really put together. Usually when I play, it's like a 30-minute showcase or something, but I really got to stretch it out and like play everything from the Luke J and the Heartbreakers EP. Got to play a lot of other just songs from the catalog. And of course, once again, because I love to put on like a big show of a lot of like fun things in between, really being able to stretch it out and like kind of realize like, oh, this is like what a true full Luke J and the Heartbreakers show is. That was a lot of fun and very special.
That is fun.
And also my grandparents were in town for that show.
Your grandparents finally were able to listen to your music.
Yeah, for sure. They didn't have to cringe the whole time. But my favorite part of that show, someone who was opening for me, CJ Pham, who is just a killer vocalist. I don't know if you know her or not.
No.
She was like plugged into the Songhouse community. But she's super, super good. I think she has a bunch of stuff coming out soon too. But she was opening for me and she's like crushing this like kind of emotional, like slower song. And then my grandparents walked in the venue and like kind of in the silence of the room are like, "Hey there, Luke, how's it going?" I'm like, "Oh, this is way too loud for this right now." And then they're like grabbing chairs and like they're clanking everywhere. And so definitely unfortunate, but looking back, also hilarious as poor sweet CJ was just pouring her heart out on stage. And I look back with both embarrassment and a lot of fondness at that memory as well. So that was also a special show because of that.
Yeah, it is special when you have people you love
walking in and making a ruckus. Yep.
Yes, that's what my parents will do.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. It's a little bit of a universal thing there.
Yeah, I don't know universal, but you know what I have to say now?
I don't. Please say it.
You're from Texas, okay?
Yes.
And I am from Crete.
Yeah.
So Crete is an island in Greece.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very interesting. The rest of Greece call us Texas of America.
Oh.
Yes. I was at the Cretan event like the past weekend, and we were talking about that.
Are people just like riding horses and wearing big old belt buckles down there? What's going on?
We're not, but I don't know. I feel like this area has the wildest people. I don't know.
Do they all think they're better than the rest of the country? Is that part of it? Okay, well, there.
100%.
That might be part of it too. Then, all right.
Yeah, it is.
That works.
Except that, like in Europe, guns are not allowed. In Greece, they're not allowed. But in Crete, everybody has. Like,
okay.
They're not old.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes, they're very honor of the place, very proud of their culture.
So you're just an honorary Texan then, basically.
Yes. But anyways, now as you're freestyling, you are my first rapper guest.
First rapper guest. Also strangest one, probably. But yeah, first as well. So happy to break the seal there.
Yes. So I want to do a little challenge with you.
Let's do it. Let's do the thing.
Do you like challenges?
Yeah, sure. I've done like the cinnamon challenge before.
No, I don't. I'm just going to walk out. Thank you for the interview. I'm just leaving.
No, it'll be great. Let's do a little challenge. Why not?
Okay. So I can play a song that I wrote, usually lyrics, and you can freestyle, or I can give you random words and freestyle, whatever you prefer.
We can do the song. I think that might be cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
we can do
why
the song,
not?
and if it's horrible, I'm going to cut it off.
Great.
On the editing.
We'll just Edward Scissorhands the whole thing. We'll just cut that off. Why not?
Yes.
Great.
I'm going to go grab my guitar, And we're gonna
We'll be
play
right back after these messages.
after these messages. Okay, we're back with the guitar.
We're back, baby. And
Are you
better
ready?
than ever. Yeah, I guess so. Let's do this thing.
Okay, let's do this.
Yeah.
By the way, he never heard this song. He doesn't know how it goes. And let's see the freestyle magic into the Taylor studio.
Let's see what happens over here.
I had to walk here barefoot. Thought I knew the way I cross. It looks so easy, looks so close, but I was wrong about the coast. But when I close my eyes and I'm breathing in, there you are again. You hold me like an answer. No more fear, no more running. You hold me like I'm already home. Take my hand and steal my heart. Safe and quiet is where we are. Whisper light into the dark. I've come so far. Let the silence speak my name. Wash away the hurt and pain. I'm not lost, I'm not alone. I'm finally home. I'm finally home.
Yeah. I'm the furthest thing from perfect, and you the closest thing to it. And opposites attract, so I think you and I should get cruising. You haul van, love how you making them movements. You don't need improvements, baby, we should do this. Paul Rudd, how you got me clueless. I could be Sherlock, you got the game unlocked. H&R, baby, how I'll pull up on your block. We go together just like Drake and Josh. Puppy love, Dalmatian, fell in love on the spot. W died, how it was on site, on my life. What? How you been? Looking so nice with it. Take you out, got the drinks on ice with it. God, pay attention, I don't need the price with it. Yeah, you know I really like, by the way, that you're moving to me. How you move to the beat, yo, it certainly look like currency. Yo, I need you urgently out in Veracruz, and that's just how we do. Okay.
Heart, safe and quiet is where we are. Whisper line into the dark. I've come so far. Let the silence speak my name. Wash away and hurt and pain. I'm not lost, I'm not alone. I'm finally home. I'm finally home. I'm finally home. Oh my
Beautiful.
God, that is
yeah,
amazing.
lots of fun, lots of fun.
I played the half of the song because the full song they have to wait till it comes out.
That's fair, yeah.
Yes, and you need to
You can't give
be
them all
that
of it.
full song.
Yeah,
now.
yeah, you think
Now
so?
you have to rap.
Great. The video will be helpful because I don't remember anything I just said.
Oh well, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's nice.
that's
We
helpful
recorded
there.
everything. I think it's going great. We'll soon write this song.
Cool, great.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm down for it.
Yes.
I love jumping on stuff with the people.
I don't know if I should do another challenge. Do you want another challenge or?
I can do another challenge if you'd like.
Okay. Do you have music on your phone or something we can put it? You can.
I just have like a random beat on my phone.
You do?
Yeah, that I downloaded like.
Because I want this to
right
be different
before.
than the guitar.
For sure.
If you want.
Yeah. I don't know how it works for this, like how to play it.
I'm just gonna put it on my mic, I guess, right? Oh my God. I feel bad with all these challenges I have to put him through.
That is okay. That is not a problem.
Okay. It will be easy. You will tell me one letter from the alphabet,
Okay.
and I'll give you a word.
Well,
Which letter?
W.
I'll say the word win.
Win?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want me to give you one word or more?
You can give me like 3 if you want. I feel
3?
like that's okay, yeah.
Tell me another
B.
letter. B. Beat.
Beat?
Yeah, just a beat.
All right, sure.
I don't know how those connect together, but we will see. And then the third word?
L.
L. Ah, that's nice. Okay, love.
Love.
That's
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Win, beat, love. Okay, I can remember those 3. Got it.
You
got
got
it.
this.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna press play.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just a random beat I found on YouTube about 10 minutes before I left the house. Your mother's favorite rapper? Yeah. Yeah. Me and hip-hop go together like Pam and Jim. DJ Khaled, baby, all I do is win. Yeah, you can see that I am him, and ain't nobody really wanna mess with me in the pen. And wait, vegetarian, I stand the beats. Alphabet, how I feel like a G. Obviously, they can sleep on me like they been catching them G's. It doesn't matter, I be perfect with the ABCs. And wait, I'm in the city that love Brad Paisley, but you know I keep it real, even cashiers couldn't change me. Went through a lot and I still stayed the same me, feet to the fire like Katie's. And you can tell that lately a couple women looking at me wanna have some babies with the Gerber health plan. Cook it up, frying pan, so fly, homie, and I never land. I've been on my Peter Pan, baby, that's just how we do it. Can't you really tell the boy now I just keep it moving? They just wanna see the way that I can do it. Oh dang, it's your mother's favorite rapper, do not be assuming. You could ever step up to me, I cut it up nice, yeah, I got cutleries. A couple nice biddies wanna get all up in dungarees. Oh, sorry for saying that, mom, oh geez. I'm just doing me, never really been good at impressions, but when I meet your lady, man, I make a good impression. And I'm the best up in the city, that's rhetorical, in fact, it be no question. I was doing open mics in Dallas, then I had to tip the scales in my balance. Now my name is written on every marquee, and ladies don't want to just be a friend, no biz marquee, and it's all permanent like a Sharpie. Ooh, dang, yeah, I always do it sharply, how I cut it up, elevator way that I've been coming up. Honestly, I'm eating everything and it is not enough. Yeah, I take your lady out to lunch, I can tell that they all like it all a bunch. Made it from the jump. Yo, it's Mike Tyson in his luggage, how the way that I pack a punch. Yeah, that's it, thank you.
Oh my gosh! Oh wow, that's unbelievable. Wait, to clap. By my,
I don't know why I'm clapping, but just because everyone else
did. I gave you 3 words and you gave me the whole song.
Yeah, I feel like I should just go further than just the 3.
Just on
yeah.
one bit. You're amazing. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
For dealing with my challenges, for coming here, tell us the story behind your song.
Finding out we're both from Texas, kind of, in a way.
Yes, the same energy, but different country.
Definitely.
But yeah, I wish all the good luck. We're gonna record eventually a song, I hope.
Great. Perfect. Just anytime hit me up and I will lay something down for you, for sure.
Yes. Any last thing you want to say to our audience, to the people that are watching us from all over the world?
Any last thing I want to say? Yeah, does anyone know, like, if Danimals are still good? Like, I used to drink Danimals a lot as a kid and they were, like, really delicious. And, like, they seem, like, kind of expensive for, like, what they are at the store. But, like, if anyone's like, Danimals are still, like, killing it, I might buy some. So that's just my question out. You can just message me that on your own. But yeah, that's just kind of the last question I want to pose.
Answer.
Yeah, please.
You know, I've never tried that.
No, never had a Danimals before?
No.
It's just yogurt with a cartoon character on it.
I can't believe this because I didn't grow up here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
now
why.
I have to go.
Yeah.
And buy one.
All right, great. We'll try it together. We'll figure it out together if
yes.
these are any good or not.
I'm going to buy you.
Perfect. We'll get Danimals and write a song. That's what we'll
and
do.
Then you're gonna write
That's
a song
the
about
day.
them.
Yeah. 100%.
Okay, look, you're amazing.
Boom.
You're
Thank
amazing.
you. Likewise.
You so
Come on.
much.
For
Thank
sure.
you. Goodbye, everybody. Please like, subscribe, follow, look on his social media. I have all the information. Listen to Spotify. Subscribe on his YouTube channel. Like his Facebook page and follow him on Instagram. If you're in Nashville, just go to his shows. Again, I'm very happy that we did this podcast together. We're having more episodes coming up. So again, subscribe, send us a message, comment, or send an email. Thank you so much. We send a love from Nashville.
Adios.